today we're going to put the engine back in the car. There's a few things I'm going to do before I put the engine back in. I'm going to go ahead and pull all the spark plugs out so I don't damage any of them. And I'm going to loosen these two up and slide these up and out of the way so I got a little bit more room to play with when I'm sliding the transmission onto the input shaft. Probably not going to go quite as in depth with it going back in as I did it coming out, just for sake of length and time. So probably going to focus on just the main things, putting it back in, and then we'll get it all back together, fire it up. Hopefully the clutch works. If not, we're pulling it right back out. So we will see. Little update here. Got the engine back in and made it up with the bell housing. It was kind of a son of a bitch getting it to line up, and I had to use a ratchet strap on the front here to be able to get it at the right angle to get it to line up. But we got it lined up now. So now we just got to put the bell housing bolts in, and then we can line up the engine mounts, get the engine mounts put on, and then we're halfway there. So there's the first milestone, and we'll catch you back up at the next milestone. Alright, update number 2, here we go. Got the engine sitting in. Engine mounts are bolted to the engine. I just got to tighten them down on the chassis, which is no big deal, we can do that later. So now, just need to bolt the headers back up, and then hook up some lines, hook up the wiring harness, hook up the oil lines, hook up the wiring harness, bolt the coil packs back on, put the radiator back on, and then fluids. After we do fluids, we'll be ready. I put my foot on the clutch pedal inside the car. It feels a whole lot better. Just hopefully now it's engaging enough. It feels really good when you push the clutch in. Now hopefully it's releasing enough to where the clutch isn't going to slip. Fingers crossed the clutch won't slip and I won't have to pull the engine back out. But it is what it is. Trial and error. Here we go. Well, definitely a few more challenges putting this thing back in than taking it out, but here we are right now. Got pretty much everything bolted up. Everything's tight. I just got to put the radiator in, fill it up with fluids, and then we can fire it up and see how everything works. Hopefully everything's good. No issues. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the radiator in and fill it up with fluids. And next time you see me, we'll be starting the car and seeing what happens. Alright, so we're finally done. Got it filled up with oil. Clutch feels a million times better than it did. I was having a few little issues with it making a funny noise when I first started, but then after I drove the car, it went away. So either A, broke it, and whatever was making a noise isn't making a noise anymore because it's broken, or B, it fixed itself by just kind of driving the car a little bit. Hopefully B. But we're still dripping a little bit of oil from these filter lines here, which I kind of halfway expected because they're kind of goofy, but it's nowhere near as much as it was. It's just a little drip. I can live with that. All in all, car feels 100% better. I can shift it easily through all the gears. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is still the brakes. The brakes do not work very well. And I don't know if it's because I got these big, heavy freaking wheels on here, or I didn't get the right size master cylinders, or what, but they do not. I mean, they'll stop the car, but if you had to stop in a hurry, you ain't stopping in a hurry. So when it was all said and done, it took me about 4 hours to put it all back together, which isn't too bad. The biggest problem was lining up the bell housing with the the engine. That was kind of a pain in the butt. After that, it was all pretty straightforward and easy. So now we're ready. Probably gonna try and throw that old set of tires on it over there, and if I can get the brakes to hold We're gonna do a burnout video. Probably shoot it tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Stay tuned. It will be a rowdy burnout video. No matter if I gotta freaking chain it to something. I'll chain it to a damn tree out there if I have to. So, like, comment, subscribe down below. Check out our t-shirts in the link down here in this area. And we will see you in the next one.